Heck yeah. You wanna hit the spectate check mark for me? Perfect. All right, folks, we are about to get started with our Final Four match against Whitewater High School. Whitewater High School, last year, last season, was the state runner-up. They lost 4-3 in the grand finals. Hold on a second. All right, folks, we should be getting started shortly. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Players are starting to ready up. Commerce is going to be the blue team. Whitewater is going to be the orange team. This is a best of 7. Last time when we played against Whitewater, we did lose to them 0-3 in the regular season. Oh, it was 1-3? Okay. We lost to them 1-3. We were able to take a game. What are you doing? Gotcha. No, you can't do Discord from here because then the Discord will come through. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, if you want Discord, you would be better off being over there. All right. All right. All right, folks, we are about to get started. As I was saying before, Commerce is the Caleb. Let the auto cam do it because you are zipping too fast. You and I can keep up with the speed that you're zipping it, but because you and I are very knowledgeable in Rocket League, it's easy for us to keep up with it. Let's go to director. This is not the one it's normally. There we go. That's the one it is, not AutoCam. My bad. Because even though this is a little harder for us to view as people, folks watching at home have a much better understanding of what's going on like this. I don't disagree that what you're doing is correct in terms of viewing, but in order to make sure that the folks at home that might not know the game super well, this is how you want to do it. So for Commerce High School, we have the blue cars, Sorb, Soki, and Mustard Lamar 41. For Whitewater, there's Amino. I don't know how to say that. And then Logic Psycho. As I was saying before, when these two teams played against each other in the regular season, it was 1-3 where Commerce lost. This was our only loss of the regular season. But they were close games, and our team has had a lot more time together to work on focusing and communicating. Interesting redirect, not on goal, but centered. That might be in. Unfortunately saved by the Whitewater players. Do you want to grab a headset and commentate with me? All right. Good clear from Commerce. As you can see, way different gameplay than the previous matches this week. A much more even bout between the two schools. Soki gets bumped out of the way of the ball, but Sorb is there to save it. That might be in, and it is. Mustard Lamar from downtown. I'm not even sure how that one went in. Let's take a look at it, folks. From half court, he wins the 50 in the air, and it's barely on target to take Commerce up 1-0 in the first game. Commerce winning the kickoff. Sorb getting demolished. In Rocket League, if a car is driving at rocket power, where you can see the little trails coming out the back of it, and it crashes into another car, it can demolish that other car and cause it to have to wait 3 seconds and then respawn. Unfortunate that no one from Commerce was there. Whitewater able to put the ball into the air and pass it off the backboard. Very unfortunate. Slow ball, but no one could react in time. It was a bad touch from Commerce's defense. But 1-1 halfway through the first game. Mustard goes up for the ball, not able to get there. A really good pass off the back wall from whatever name I can't pronounce, like Sins, whatever. Pass the logic through the backboard. ZND. All right, that's a good call. Commerce playing some solid defense right now. Both teams playing pretty evenly, really only scoring goals when the other makes a mistake. I wish y'all could hear it, but the players are communicating with each other pretty well. Excellent job. Great pass indeed. I don't like putting our voice comms on stream just because then it gives our opponents a way better insight into what we're doing and how we're playing. And so that means if they were to watch our VODs, they would get more information than we want to give them. Mustard Lamar going up. Sends it off the ceiling. Unfortunately blocked by Whitewater, but still possibly on. Sorb tries to put it in. Unfortunately can't. Passes it to Soki in the corner. It looks like Commerce is going to retreat and reset up. Whitewater up in the air, going to try to get the ball into the net. Mustard Lamar with the defense. Unfortunately doesn't work, but Soki and Sorb are there to follow up and make sure that that ball is not going into our net. 2-2 with a minute and a half left. This is the Final Four or the semifinals. So winner of this will go to the grand finals against Troitland High School, the previous state champions. That might... Excellent job. Soki, I think with the very small redirect in the air there. Just a super small redirect to make sure it gets past the Whitewater player. Commerce up 3-2 with a minute left. An awkward kickoff there where both cars pretty much hit the ball at the same time, same angle, and it just kind of stalls there. Sorb going for a ground pinch, not able to get it. Unfortunate. A couple small mistakes or miscommunications from the Commerce team. Mustard not able to clear the ball well. And then both players, Soki and Sorb, not ready to respond to that mistake. Again, most of these goals today so far have just been a player made a mistake, the other team capitalized on it. And at a high level, that's really all Rocket League is. Rocket League, chess, any game, in essence, once players are at a very high level, it's just not who is necessarily playing better, but who is playing worse, if that makes sense. .20 seconds left in the game is tied. Good clear from Mustard Lamar. Caught by ZND. Pass to Psycho in the air. Uh-oh. That was very close. Very fortunate that that did not go in Commerce's net. Very easily could have. When this time hits 0, it will stay playing until the ball hits the ground, and then we'll go to overtime. Ball is still up in the air. Hits the ground. We're going to overtime. Next goal wins the first game. Now with overtime, you may notice that the clock is counting upwards now instead of downwards. Overtime will go as long as it needs to go. I think the longest professional overtime was like 11 and a half minutes. When you consider that a game of Rocket League is only 5 minutes long, that is pretty crazy. That might, oh my goodness. That was a close one. My heart skipped a beat. Whitewater almost able to take the first game. but not put on target well. Oh, slightly off. It was really, really big ask to get up there and get into the correct angle in time. AO Mine is in the corner on defense. Misses. Commerce still on offense, rotating really well. Logic Psycho in the air, trying to clear the ball, not able to. That might be in. Saved by the Whitewater players. Both teams playing incredibly well at the moment. Logic Psycho almost demolishing one of our players. Mustard off the wall, going to try to get the redirect. Not able to, but it's a pass, and it's barely off and saved by Whitewater. Mustard Lamar trying to get back, doesn't have boost. Still able to get there somehow. ZND and Mustard Lamar, both 50 in the air. Got to make sure to clear that ball. Excellent job. That would have been a very long shot. ZND going to try to put it in. Someone's got to come up to challenge. Not able to, but he misses the shot. It goes off the backboard. The second player from Whitewater also pushing it too hard, shooting it too high. Commerce is living on borrowed time. Unfortunately, that's going to be ZND pushing it in. Whitewater gets game one, but it was a close match. Very easily could have gone either way. Guys, remember, don't click play again. Just click ready up. I don't even know if play again is even an option anymore. Okay. Don't click play again. Just click ready. All right, folks, we're going into game two. Whitewater up 1-0. Again, this is a best of 7, so first to 4 will win the match. ZND trying to put a very wide shot on the net, almost a corner kick, so to speak. Not able to. ZND, not enough boost to make that work. Commerce on offense at the moment. Whitewater trying to fix that. Mustard Lamar in the air. I don't think that was a pinch, but the ball went incredibly fast there. ZND through the air, trying to get it into Commerce's half. AO Mine there for defense, but passes it to the Commerce player. Still able to defend, staying on the wall. Really good awareness from AO Mine that they needed to be there. Rocket League and soccer are incredibly similar games, and at a certain fundamental level, they follow the same idea that you just kind of have an idea of what's going to happen next, and so you can already be there to predict it. This happens a lot with our players and with the Whitewater players. As you'll see, it seems like the ball is just getting hit somewhere randomly, but then everyone's just already there or already on their way there. Mustard Lamar with an awkward touch, able to make sure Whitewater does not maintain control of the ball, though. That's a little high, not going to be on. Blocked by AO Mine, really the defensive kingpin of this Whitewater team. Score's currently 0-0. Mustard Lamar not able to get in the air to do something. Fortunately, able to create enough issues to where Whitewater themselves are not able to make a play. Mustard Lamar with no boost, but he's in the air trying to get something done. ZND able to block it. Shot's a little wide. That might be on. Oh my gosh, ZND barely saves it. But Mustard Lamar is there to push it in afterwards. And Commerce goes up 1-0. All right. Logic Psycho with a interesting touch. A very long aerial pass. Somehow makes it work. I want to see this close up. Aerial pass across the field. AO Mine takes it to the backboard and then retouches it. I just don't think either Commerce player back there was fully prepared for that shot option. So AO Mine was able to capitalize on it. AO Mine without boost going up. Z&D and Mustard colliding in the air. Z&D trying to pass it off the wall to his teammate. One of the key differences in how the ball placement works in comparison to soccer is that with soccer, there is no wall you can pass it off of. There's no backboard you can pass it off of. You're more just passing to an open space or straight to a teammate. So with Rocket League, because there's these walls, there's this backboard, there is a lot more potential for more unique passes that a traditional soccer could not have. One to one with a little under 2 minutes remaining. We might be seeing another overtime game. Mustard Lamar putting it up. AO Mine again. Always that defensive kingpin for Whitewater. That's a little high. It's on, though. Soki's there to make sure it gets pushed in. Let's see what happened there, folks. It looks like Z&D tried to pass to his teammate, but Mustard Lamar took the pass instead. And off the backboard to Soki for an easy alley-oop. Commerce up 2-1 with 81 seconds left in play. AO Mine missing. A rare mistake from them. Unfortunately for us, Whitewater was still able to save the ball. And unfortunate. Z&D with an excellent shot angle. Mustard Lamar was able to block the ball from being bounced off the backboard, but because he couldn't hit it hard enough, it kind of just did the same thing anyway. Very unfortunate for Commerce. 2-2 with a minute left in play. Mustard Lamar does not, in fact, got it because he got demolitioned. Commerce trying to clear the ball. Psycho puts it on point. Mustard Lamar is there to save it. AO Mine up in the air to bring it back down for his teammates. Z&D in possession of the ball. Was able to win the first 50, not the second. That might be in. So close, so unfortunate for Commerce. That would have been a very lucky shot had it gone in. But there's nothing wrong with getting lucky. Soki able to maintain the ball in the air despite getting 50'd. Very impressive. 10 seconds left before we go to overtime. Commerce on offense. That might be in. And there it is with 2 seconds left. Mustard Lamar putting us up 3-2. Commerce is going to have to make sure that in the kickoff, because the clock's not going to start until the ball is kicked off, we need to make sure 2 seconds they do not score, and they'll even it up 1-1. Let's see what Commerce can do here to make that happen. And that's going to do it. Oh, actually, the Whitewater player, there to save it, but Commerce puts it into the dirt, brings us up 1-1. Whew. These are some tight games. One score game each way. This is stressful. Let's take a look at some match stats so far. So far, it's been 6 goals for each team, 19 shots to 18 shots, 9 saves to 9 saves, 6 assists. These are effectively the same exact stats for both teams after 2 games. But Commerce opening up with a 4-second goal. I didn't even get to see it. Let's see what happened. Off the kickoff, goes up high. Sorb pushing Mustard Lamar out of the way to make sure he could get that goal. Bringing Commerce up to a early lead in game number 3. I'm going to take a drink of water real fast, folks. That might be it. Oh my goodness. Soki working some magic there. I'm not. Did he pass it to the Whitewater player and had the Whitewater player own goal it by accident? What happened? It did. AO Mine was expecting his teammate to block the shot, and so he was driving behind because his teammate missed. It hit AO Mine's car, which is already directed toward the net. Commerce with their biggest lead of the set so far. Mustard Lamar in the air. Tries to pass it, unable to. Sorb able to save the ball. That might, oh, unfortunate. Sorb able to save it, but AO Mine was there to capitalize before Soki could get back to it. Two to one Commerce, a much faster paced game than the previous ones. Previous games so far, we're having about a goal a minute. We've had 3 in the first 50 seconds. Both teams really trying to highlight their offensive skills. Commerce still up 1 in game number 3. An excellent, it may have looked a very strange defense from there. Unfortunately, Commerce isn't able to capitalize. An excellent 50. That might be it. Oh, unfortunate. Whitewater player was there. Soki pulling out a rare K-turn, a real legal driving maneuver on normal roads. Usually don't see those in Rocket League. Most of the times when people want to turn around, they do a half flip, which is where you flip your car over and turn around in the same motion to preserve momentum and speed. But in this case, I don't think he wanted to preserve the speed he had. He wanted to stay where he was. Just like there, Mustard Lamar not wanting to go at the ball quickly, wanting to make sure he was there patiently so they could get it. Mustard Lamar getting the demolition on AO Mine. Commerce not able to capitalize. Another demolition. Unfortunately, ZND able to push it in despite being down a teammate for a few seconds. It's going to put it 2-2. Folks, I told you all before this was going to be a banger, and it is delivering. All right, Mustard Lamar demolishing AO Mine again. Unfortunately, it seems like Whitewater is capitalizing on when Mustard is going for these demos. Although that wasn't really an intentional demo. That was just kind of how it happened. Commerce needs to find their mojo. Whitewater has gotten the last 3 scores in a row. But still a 1-score game. Anyone can take it. Have a great one, Eric. Hey, if you're walking, take a water for the road, man. Okay. Unfortunately, Commerce not able to push it in. Still on offense. Oh, no. This could be very bad. Fortunately, the ball was going a little too fast for Logic Psycho to catch up and get a free shot, but he's able to pass it to his teammate, AO Mine. Whitewater up 2. There's still plenty of time for Commerce to recover. Soki going up, might have it, and he does! The Whitewater player is able to block the shot, but not well enough. Still rolls in. Soki with the vision going up almost immediately after Mustard's touch. Commerce down 1 with 95 seconds left in play. Mustard Lamar with the save. Not a save, just a clear. A save is when you prevent the ball that was about to go into the net. A good clear by Mustard. A save, because that ball would have gone on. Unfortunately, Commerce out of boost, not able to get there in time. One of the things that are giving Whitewater a slight edge right now is that they are taking the Commerce team's boost when they are on the Commerce side. You'll notice these orange boost pads all around the stage. When a car drives over them, they get more boost, which lets them move faster or fly through the air. So that's a resource that needs to get managed, similar to how you would manage fatigue in soccer. The difference is that with fatigue in soccer, you decide how much fatigue you're going to get based on how hard you're playing, how hard you're running, etc. With Rocket League, the other team can determine how fatigued you are by taking your boost and your resources. Z&D no boost, not able to continue that play, giving Mustard Lamar an opportunity. Putting it into the corner, it's going to bounce back to his teammates. Unfortunately, the Whitewater team is there. It's going to be a hard-fought one for Commerce if they're going to bring this back. 20 seconds. That might be on from all the way out. It is. Holy moly. Look how far this shot was. Oh, it's from 3/4 of the field. Just a perfect beam. 17 seconds. Let's see if Commerce can take us to overtime. An excellent cheat. That might do it. Yes! So cheating in Rocket League is where you send two people up for the kickoff. So notice how, oh, they got skipped. Both those cars collided and the ball did not move much. So because we sent a second person over there, we had that shot. Commerce. Oh no, AO Mine with an excellent touch. Commerce back in the same position they were just in. 8 seconds to equalize the game. Let's see if they can pull some more magic. Surely we're going to have a cheat. We do. Unfortunately, we do not get a nice, easy hit from it. All right, Commerce. If the ball touches the ground, Whitewater wins the game. Commerce has to put it in before it touches the ground. Still up. Whitewater trying to get it as far away as possible. Unfortunately, Commerce not able to keep it around. Folks, these have been incredible games. Every single game, one score apart. First game we lost by 1. Second game we won by 1. Third game we lost by 1. This is intense. It is Commerce 1, Whitewater 2. It's 1st to 4. The first one was like a 2-minute overtime. Did we have overtime for the second one? I think it was a very short overtime. But the third one just now we didn't have an overtime. It just felt super long because we had so many goals. Soki with an excellent shot. Never mind. I was going to say, unfortunately, Whitewater will get there. Somehow they didn't. Let's see if the Whitewater players just didn't have any boost to get there in time. No, AO Mine had plenty of boost. He just took a really bad path to get to the ball. Again, Whitewater makes a mistake. Commerce able to capitalize. Almost an excellent shot angle from Commerce. Sorb taking the ball off, might have a shot. Unfortunately blocked by Whitewater. Soki, oh, so close, and unfortunately goes off the sidewall. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Fortunately, works out for Commerce. Z&D not with the greatest touch, but able to regain control of the ball. That's going to be off. Commerce needs to get there to make sure that doesn't get pushed in. Both Commerce players a little slow to get to that ball, able to save it. AO Mine with a great job of sending it back onto the Commerce side. An excellent 1-2 punch off the backboard, but not able to finish the job. Excellent shot to the open corner so that Commerce can be on offense again. Sword missing the ball in the air. Soki missing the ball in the air, but Mustard able to take it on the ground. It's a lot easier to contest and challenge the ball on the ground, but sometimes it is necessary to go into the air to get it to prevent the other team. Let's see if Commerce can capitalize. They do. Let's see what happened there. Our vision was a little obscured by the demolition. I couldn't even see which player got the demolition over there, but they were able to send it toward the goal, blow up the defender, and Soki was able to push it in. Take Commerce up to a 2-0 lead, similar to last game. Hopefully history does not repeat itself, as we lost the last game. But every single game has been close and one score apart. This could easily be 3-0 in our favor or their favor at this point. ZND with insane defense, blocking 2 shots, possibly within the same second, to make sure that Whitewater's not down by 3. That should be on, and it is. Sorb, almost missing by going too strong, hits the crossbar. But 50's past that player and able to bang it high. Has to bang it high, but doesn't want to hit too high. Just right. Commerce up 3-0 with 2 minutes left. Uh-oh. Unfortunate for us. It looks like we had a double commit from Commerce. Let's see what happens. Yeah, both players were in the same spot trying to do the same thing. And when that happens, you're effectively taking a 3-person team and treating it as a 2-person team because 2 players are doing the same thing for that moment. Definitely want to make sure we're working on our communication so that we don't have a double commit again. ZND able to take away Soki's dribble. Dribbling in Rocket League is where the ball is just sitting on the roof of your car as you bring it down. A little high, not able to put it in. Let's see if Commerce can stay on offense. Commerce doing good to keep the ball on the Whitewater side. Notice that AO Mine is at the goal waiting. A lot of teams don't have a dedicated defensive player or a dedicated goalie. AO Mine, anytime the ball is on their half, they are going straight into the goal to make sure they can prevent it from happening. Commerce doesn't really follow that philosophy in how we play, where we pretty much have a player that's always going to be focusing on defense. Unfortunately, Commerce not enough boost to capitalize on this, but we're still up 2-1 with only 52 seconds left on the clock. Commerce just needs to make sure that Whitewater cannot score anymore. Whitewater going to start playing a little more aggressively than usual. There was an open net, but Commerce was not there in time to get to it. Whitewater has to play way more aggressively, even though they have been a much more defensive team, primarily because there's 30 seconds left and they need at least 2 goals to keep their game alive. Z&D going to get back there. Sorb there first. A missed shot, only 14 seconds left. Commerce in a great position to win game number 4 and equalize the series to 2-2. And that's going to be game number 2, folks, because even if Whitewater's able to score a goal, it will not be enough to bring them to overtime. But Mustard decides he wants to put 1 on the board right before, just to rub salt in the wound. The largest win out of any team so far this set. Games 1, 2, and 3 were only won by 1 score, but game 4 won by 3. Two to equalize the series. Whew, this is stressful. All right, we're going into game 5, folks. It's 2-2. Again, this is a best of 7, so the first of 4 wins the set, or wins the match. Commerce really wanting to make sure they take that momentum from the previous game into this one. Z&D with an awkward touch. Commerce not able to respond in time to capitalize on it. AO Mine with no boost going toward the goal. Cleared by Soki. Soki going for it. Mustard, though. That was a double threat. Soki above, Mustard down below, and only one car back to clear it. They had to make a choice, and they chose wrong. See how they went up? Mustard went down. Commerce up 1-0. Soki faking the ball past them. Unfortunately, does not go in. It looks like the Whitewater players are a little phased. Faking the ball usually doesn't work at high levels. Faking the ball is where you drive up to the ball as if you're going to hit it really hard and then stop right before. Was able to get past 2 of the Whitewater players this way. Might be able to put it in. Not quite. Sorb off the backboard. Might have it. Oh, my gosh. Commerce getting absolutely scammed right there. That is so unfortunate, hitting the sidebar 3 times. If you want to compare that to soccer, imagine you shoot the ball, it hits the left bar, then it bounces to the right bar, and then it bounces to the left bar and bounces out. That is so unlucky for Commerce. And AO Mine is there to score, evening the game. Folks, I'm going to mute real fast and grab another water. Sorry about that, folks. Had to drink a little bit of water, make sure the voice is still good so I can keep you up to date with everything going on. I know you can watch it, but many of you at home don't fully understand Rocket League. So we want to make sure that this is as enjoyable of an experience as possible. That might be on. An excellent shot from Mustard Lamar. Let's see what happened there, because I don't think anyone was expecting that to be a shot that goes in. Very fortunate. So see how all 3 Whitewater players were at that same general area? That means they had accidentally messed up their rotations. And Jaden was able to see that and just set the ball high, knew that they could not get back in time, and it was in. That might be a goal for Whitewater, unfortunately, and a mistake from Commerce. Let's take a look at what happened. Whitewater passing the ball off the corner, and we had 2 Commerce players on the left side at the same time trying to clear it, not quite able to. Again, there's a lot of downsides to these double commits. They can be very beneficial, but they are a high-risk, high-reward play. Sometimes not intentional either. Sometimes just both players on the same team reading what's going to happen and not properly communicating. Oh, that was so unlucky. Soki goes for the clear, but it just bounces back to Psycho immediately. He's able to pass it to AO Mine. Whitewater up 3-2. 2 minutes left, though. Still anyone's game. Commerce definitely going to want to win this game, as they want to win every game. But if they win this game, they go up 3-2, giving them a 1-game buffer. Unfortunate. Whitewater with a good slow pass there. You don't see this too often. Commerce not set up to cheat stronger than the opponent. An excellent save by Commerce. Whitewater up 2. Commerce is going to have to find 2 goals in the next 83 seconds. Which y'all have seen it before. It can happen. It does happen. And it just might. A little high. Centered. Let's see if Mustard can push it in. He does. It almost looks like it goes between the 2 defenders. Let's see what happens here. Centered by Soki off the corner. Mustard Lamar pushing it in. Both players just not able to get to it in time. Mustard Lamar with almost perfect pinpoint accuracy there. Commerce 65 seconds to score a goal to try to push us to overtime. Mustard Lamar going into the air to block the shot. Soki also going. Again, high risk, high reward play when you send 2 players into the air at the same time. Commerce on offense. Z&D trying to push them back onto the Commerce half. Commerce knowing that they need a goal in the next 26 seconds, so they're going to play way more offensively than usual. Tries to dribble the ball past the Whitewater player. 13 seconds left to see if Commerce can make some magic happen. They are in a scoring position, but they're going to have to clutch it up. 1 second left. Whitewater going to try to make sure that ball dies on the ground. Unfortunate. Whitewater winning this one by 1 goal. Whitewater up 3-2. Commerce needs to win the next 2 in order to continue their season and go to the finals against Troitland High School. We got this, guys. We're playing super well. They're playing well, too. We got this. Make sure to communicate. Try not to double commit as much. All right, folks, and this is the start of game number 6. If Commerce wins this, we will go to game 7. If Commerce loses, that'll be the end of our season. So let's win it. Commerce struggling a little bit on defense. Pressure might be getting to them a little bit. Soki with no boost. Sword with no boost. Still able to clear the ball. Commerce on excellent defense despite having no boost, but unfortunately it gives out. We talked about it, I think, earlier in game 2 or game 3, where when Whitewater is doing a good job on offense, they are taking all the boost and all the resources so that the Commerce cars can't drive as fast. This means they have to commit their boost to block 1 shot, but then Whitewater can do another shot. That might be on. Saved by the Whitewater player. Very unfortunate for Commerce there. That might be in. Unfortunately, it's not. Whitewater player is there and able to respond in time. Logic Psycho, not enough boost to get up there to stop the ball. All players from Commerce in the same spot at the same time. All panicking on defense somehow works out. Guys, let's make sure we're communicating. I haven't heard much talking out of y'all in the past 30 seconds. I know y'all are under a lot of stress and pressure, but this is the same game as any other game. We got to talk. We got to communicate. We're not going to win if we don't. Make sure you communicate when you're going up, when you're going for boost. An excellent redirect by Soki, trying to midair pass it to Mustard, not quite able to. Sorb, unfortunately, is bumped by the Whitewater player. That's on, though. Mustard Lamar there to even it out. Guys, make sure to communicate. All right, folks, it's 1-1 in game number 6. Mustard Lamar might be able to put it in. The Whitewater player, unfortunately, able to get up and block it in time. Center pass. And that's in for Soki. Mustard Lamar able to pop it into the corner so that it could get centered for Soki to have a nice shot. Faking out Whitewater's defense. Putting it in the bottom left corner so that the cars on the right could not get there in time. Commerce up 2-1 in game number 6. Whew. Man, what a series this has been so far. Again, looking at stats, both teams having incredibly similar stats. Commerce having slightly more time of possession in offense, while Whitewater having way more defense and block shots. Sword might be able to put it on, unfortunately saved by the Whitewater player. Mustard Lamar with a good shot angle, again saved by Whitewater's excellent defense. All right, let's see if Commerce can push in another goal here. AO Mine was up, but he had no boost. Still able to be super impactful by sitting on the wall in just the right spot. AO Mine having excellent defensive instincts. That was awkward. It was very hard to see exactly how that played out. When a demolition happens and a car explodes, it can blind the vision with that explosion smoke. All right, Commerce up 2-1. 52 seconds left. Want to try to keep this lead or extend it. Soki almost stealing the ball. Mustard Lamar there for a great 50. Going to be centered for Soki. The Whitewater player's there to block it. Again, Commerce getting plenty of demolitions. That might be on. Unfortunately, it's a little wide. Z&D trying to dribble the ball. Brings it into Commerce's half of the field. Someone's got to get up from Commerce and defend that. They do. And a good 50 from Commerce. 15 seconds. They either need to score a goal or make sure Whitewater can't. 10 seconds. Let's make sure Whitewater can't score. Both Commerce players missing. Does that punish them? Oh, my goodness. Whitewater nearly scoring that goal. We're going to Game 7, folks. 5 of these 6 games have been won by a singular goal. Yeah, don't ready up yet. Just hustle, hustle, hustle. Whew. Yep. We're going to mute real fast. Uh, All right, folks. Game number 7. This is for all the marbles. Winner of this singular game goes to the grand finals against Troitland. A great save by Colby. Holy moly, that was a scary sequence that Commerce was able to get out of. Tried to score it, unfortunately not able to. A good redirect. No one there from Commerce to receive the pass. Mustard with a demo sword, putting it on point, and the Whitewater player crumbles under the pressure, accidentally backflips instead of double jumping to get into the air faster. Commerce up 1-0 in the final game of the series. A great start for the Tigers. Commerce double committing in the air. Guys, make sure to communicate who's going up, who's getting boost. Sorb with a good clear. Commerce communicating a lot better than they were in the previous games. Mustard going for the double touch. Unfortunately, barely off target. That would have been so clean. That might be on. Oh, unfortunate. Commerce with a lot of shots early into game number 7. Does Soki pushing it? No, Whitewater's there to defend it. Someone's got to get back and defend. Sorb was there just in time. That was almost on target. A random, very strong hit. Whitewater there to defend it. Commerce having excellent communication. Caleb going and talking to them. Caleb is our bench player, but easily the best communicator out of the 4. Sorry, folks, it's hard to commentate and enjoy the game watching it at the same time. Unfortunately, Commerce is not there. It's I'm sorry that I'm not talking as much. I'm kind of just getting into the moment. Whitewater with an excellent pass to their own teammate. That was actually super clean. It looked like he was going to go for a wide shot. Instead, passes it back. I don't think Commerce was ready for that. And that's how they were able to get past and get on the board. 1-1 in this final game. Commerce on defense right now, trying to make sure they get the ball out of their half. Soki going to make sure that, unfortunately, 50'd by the Whitewater player. That might be on. Whitewater's there to save it, though. Sorb can put it in. Unfortunately, slightly off. Was trying to shoot the ball onto the wide side so that the Whitewater player couldn't save it. Shoots it a little too wide. That might be on. No, the Whitewater player is there to save it. Y'all, when I'm saying something's on, I'm talking about on target. Colby, an excellent job on defense there. Really, the player that's been having the most significant defensive plays in the past few games. An interesting 50 where the ball doesn't really move. Commerce not able to capitalize on it. Oh, no! That was very awkward and unfortunate. Let's look at the replay. AO Mine passes it off the backboard. Mustard Lamar misses. And Z&D just barely sneaking it past the Commerce cars. Commerce down 1-2 with 91 seconds left. It's still anyone's game, folks. We got to make sure not to crumble under the pressure. We got to make sure to keep communicating. Unfortunately, saved by Whitewater. That would have been a great pass and shot from Commerce otherwise. Almost. Oh, my goodness. Mustard Lamar misses the ball, but applies so much pressure that the Whitewater players, in order to try to block it, accidentally own goals. What is a Zin shot?
That's a Zin shot.
So Okay, y'all are going to have to explain that one to me more later. 71 seconds left on the clock. Jaden apparently getting a crazy type of goal called a Zen shot. Z&D going for a ceiling shot. 1 minute left in game number 7. It is tied. It would be poetic and incredibly stressful for game number 7 of the semifinals to go to overtime. Obviously, we don't want that. We just want to win outright. So let's see if our Tigers can do it. Soki, no boost. Unfortunately, Sorb is not able to push it in. Oh, that was scary. Logic Psycho almost able to take that pass and score it. Unfortunately, misses it. Y'all, make sure to keep communicating. And Mustard Lamar and Sorb both there together to make sure that ball goes in. Commerce up 1 with 23 seconds left. Can they do it? Can they punch their ticket to the grand finals? 20 seconds. Commerce up 1. Whitewater has to score or else their season is over. Let's see if they fumble under the pressure. They might. That's it! 8 seconds left and we're up 2. That might be it. Guys. Don't forget they can get kickoff goals. Don't get too excited yet. We haven't won yet. Don't fumble. We are up 2 with 8 seconds left, folks. This might do it. The second the clock strikes 1, Commerce will win the semifinals. And that's it, folks. Commerce has gone to the Grand Championships. That's going to do it. Commerce wins. Folks, Commerce is going to the Grand Championships, the Grand Finals of their first season in GHSA Esports. Holy moly. Folks, we are going to the Grand Championships. Folks, the Grand Championships will be on Thursday. Against Troitland High School, the previous runner-up. Y'all want to come talk? I want to hear y'all's thoughts about everything. Not players are saying that they're a little adrenaline crazy right now. That they're gonna need a minute. Looks like Mustard Lamar's gonna come over and get on the camera first. Folks, we are Grand Champs bound. Let's add that text real fast. Folks, the Grand Championship game will be next Thursday. We have everyone back here, but we're going to put Mustard Lamar on the mic first. Jaden Cepeda, how do you feel, man?
I feel good, man. It feels amazing.
All right, this is your first time where you've spent the whole season playing esports. We had you a little bit here and there last season, and now you've helped this team get to the grand finals. If we look at the player stats, you individually had 12 goals and 32 shots. The highest scoring player in the entire game over those 7. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It feels surreal, honestly.
Yeah, it's a pretty surreal experience. Have you ever felt that much pressure before?
No, not like that. It went game 7. I was lucky.
You're going to want to put the mic a little bit closer.
I was lucky a little nervous because it was game 7. We lose, win, and I just thought only one slip up and it's over.
All right, it's definitely a tough one, but like Jaden said, the pressure was getting to them. Their heart rates, their bodies were tingling, just everything. Do you have anything to say to all of the adoring fans at home?
We're just on grand finals.
Yep, we're on to grand finals. We're going to play grand finals Thursday. against Troitland High School, the previous state champions. Who would like to come on the mic next? Or do y'all just not want to? All right. Let's get Captain Colby Watson, the only senior on the team. Colby was piloting the Sorb car, SWRBB. Colby, you had 4 goals and you had 4 goals and 14 shots. Yes, you did. All of you were calming way better than usual. Our comms started to fall off in Game 6 when we were down 2-3 and the pressure was building that we had to win the next 2. How did you handle the pressure?
I don't know. I was just kind of telling them to calm down and to like play it slow, but they just did their own thing. But I don't care.
Speak up a little bit.
I don't care. We won.
Yep. Colby saying that it's important to communicate. We've got to have more communication. It's hard when you are under that pressure. You are so focused on the game. Sometimes you just forget to talk and communicate with your teammate. I asked Jaden this question. Was that the most pressure you've ever been under?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I played Brown Hollow last season.
Yeah, that is a very high-pressure situation you were under. Colby pointing out that he played a different game last season and was actually pretty good at it and played against some excellent players, but this was the highest-pressure situation he's ever been in. Colby, do you have anything you'd like to say to everyone at home?
We're going to be the grand champ.
Heck yeah. We have not played Troitland yet, but Colby already confident. Oh.
We lose, I'm shaving my head.
Colby says if we lose the grand championships, he's going to look like my twin shaving his head. I hope we don't have to see it. All right. Let's get our 4th man, Caleb York, on the mic. Caleb did not get to play in today's game, but he is easily the strongest communicator of the 4 players. Caleb, what was it like being on the outside looking in during the whole game?
Honestly, being from the outside spectating, I could really
Speak up a bit.
From being on the outside, like spectating, I could really tell like where we were making mistakes and like when we were doing good and when we were doing bad. I know the people watching, you guys can't listen to our audio, but from spectating from back here, I can. And like when we're not commentating versus when we are, we were doing way better like commentating the whole game.
Yeah. So Caleb pointing out that it's a lot easier to analyze the gameplay, point out mistakes from our guys, from their guys, relay that information back to the rest of the team. So even though he's not playing, he's still actively watching, actively analyzing, and making sure to relay whatever he can to the team to help make sure they are successful. The reality is that all 4 of these guys are way better at Rocket League than I am. I'm super good at some of these games, not so much at Rocket League. I'm pretty average, but showing that we have this level of teamwork where even though Caleb wasn't on the field today, he's still making sure that he is an impactful part of our team. And I appreciate that, Caleb. Caleb, how nervous were you when we were down going into Game 6?
Honestly, not at all.
Not nervous. That's pretty bold. What gave you that confidence?
Communication, because like from our previous performance in game 5, I think it was, we beat them by 4 points or 3 points.
Yeah.
And so that was just all from us communicating like the entire game, and like even simple mistakes can be fixed if you're rotating and communicating properly.
Yeah, so Caleb had a lot of faith in our communication. And we were communicating over minds today. At the beginning of the season, our team had not good communication. These 4 players, 3 of them had played together before. But last year we had the GOAT, Dante. He was really the leading voice on the team. He graduated, got a scholarship to Bruton Parker. But suddenly there was that emptiness on our team of who's going to be that voice that leads. And the first few weeks, we just did not communicate. It was just, oh, good job. And then 20 seconds of silence. Oh, I got it. And then 20 seconds of silence. And we've really improved since then. Caleb's been an integral part of making sure that communication happens because he was the one forcing the communication when no one else would.
I think honestly, playing against Whitewater the very first time was like a big eye opener to like how much we really should
Yeah, a great point that you're making. Where when we played against Whitewater the first time, we lost them 3-1, and that was like the eye opener that really forced everyone to be like, "Oh man, we're not as good as we think we are. How do we improve?" Well, we can improve mechanically a little bit over time, but we can significantly improve our communication. Caleb, do you have anything you want to say to the folks at home?
I'm gonna say y'all are gonna be seeing a lot more of me on the field next year.
Yes, we will. All right, Ryder, you want to hop on?
I can't get on this leaderboard every time. Man.
Oh, what the heck? It flipped. Make sure to put this pretty close. All right, we've got Ryder, Soki in the game. 8 goals, 22 shots. How'd you feel about how you played today, man?
I was playing pretty good. We had good comms. I mean, it's definitely not my peak, but I played pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree that you played pretty good. So Jaden made a shot earlier, and Caleb referred to it as a Zen shot. Can you explain what that is to me?
Yeah, so Zen's one of the professional players. I don't know what team. I think Zen play for Energy.
Zen plays for Vitality. That's a European team, right?
Oh yeah, he's French. But he ended up scoring a shot where he did a flip off the backboard, and towards the end of his front flip, he scored. Yeah, it's Vitality. And Jaden hit an almost direct recreation of it. Same thing, even with the defender trying to save it and hitting it the other side.
That is pretty wild. We're gonna have to make sure to clip that and do a side by side comparison at some point. Have you ever been under more pressure in your life?
Nah, I mean, I could barely walk after that game. My legs were shaking. That's a lot of pressure right there. And
Yeah, your legs are bound to be shaking. Heart rate high. Like I was flustered myself. I was even mentioning it on the cast. I was like, sorry that I'm not talking as much, folks. The pressure and stress is starting to get to me. I'm not even the one playing. Now, last year we played in the high school esports league, and you were one of the starters on that team. And we went to Game 7 against the team that eventually won the high school esports league playoffs. How did the pressure then compare to the pressure now?
pressure then wasn't nearly as bad as this game. This game, like the pressure we had that game, we came into it knowing that we could have won, and we lost. It was just dumb. Like we didn't have much chemistry. But with this team, like it's very evenly matched, so it's bound to be a lot harder on the mental, a lot harder to stay calm because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's you're right that the team we played last year in HSEL, it was a lot different of an experience. We were playing from home versus playing at the lab. Do you think that's had any significant impacts on y'all this season?
I can say for sure it has for me because I'm a big time procrastinator, so it's hard for me to dedicate time without I don't know, but like being able to come to the lab every day and knowing that I'm only gonna play Rocket League, like being able to dedicate time like that, it's something I can't really do at home because I'm just lazy. So being able to come to the lab every day has definitely helped me improve my game. It's allowed us to build chemistry because we have our 2 hours to play together, and yeah, it's definitely helped us a lot.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans at home?
He's going bald if he loses.
No, I don't think Ryder's ever going bald. I can't even imagine what you would look like.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
We don't want to imagine that. My place.
When I was your age, I had more hair than you.
You didn't have more hair than me.
He has more hair than you. What are you talking about?
Sophomore year.
Maybe. When I was y'all's age, I had a mop.
No, my hair was like now to here. Oh my god.
I don't think it was quite that far, but it was definitely far. Yeah, I used to donate. Anyway, folks. Before we hop off stream, words. Oh my gosh, I'd like to thank our sponsors. They're not showing on the stream right now, but they were showing before. Nerdu Comics and Collectible, Ironclad Comics, Ironclad Roofing, and Two Beans Coffee all can be found in downtown Commerce. Please make sure to support your small businesses in the way that they have supported us. We appreciate them for everything. And then thank you for the high school and the district and our community as a whole. Having this lab is a huge game changer for us. As Ryder said earlier, it's really helped improve our program. We were able to accomplish so much the past 2 years with so little, and now that the school and our district has decided to invest in us, we've been able to show them the fruits of our efforts. We'll be here next Thursday at 4 p.m. for the Grand Championships against Troyland High School. Ryder, are we winning?
Oh yeah, we're winning.
Heck yeah. Folks.
What did they do against Whitewater?
Huh?
Who did they play last?
Troyland beat Whitewater.
I have that.
3-1, I think.
Yeah, 'cause they have an SSL on it.
Yeah, we'll research all of that. All right. Folks, have a great night. We'll see you back here next Thursday at 4 o'clock for the Grand Championships.